Ladies and gentlemen, today, I would like us to talk about power. Not the kind that comes from wealth or authority, but the kind that comes from within. The kind of power that no one can take away. It's the power of controlling your responses, the ability to choose your reactions, and the courage to remain unshaken when others try to manipulate you. I must say this, when you control your responses, you take control of the narrative. Take for a moment and think about this. How often do people say or do things to provoke you? Maybe it's a harsh comment, an unfair judgment, or an intentional jab at your confidence. In those moments, the way you respond determines whether they succeed in pulling you into their web of negativity or not. Responding with calmness is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of incredible strength. When you choose not to retaliate, you're not giving in, you're rising above. You're showing that your peace and your values are not dictated by anyone else's behavior. Controlling your reactions is like holding the reins to a wild horse. The horse represents external forces, anger, frustration, or manipulation. If you let go of the reins, it runs wild, taking you along with it. But when you hold tight, you steer the direction of the ride. You decide where it goes, and ultimately, you stay in control. But let's be honest, this isn't always easy. There are days when emotions take over, when anger feels justified, or when silence feels like surrender. That's why controlling your responses is a skill, not a trait. And like any skill, it can be practiced, honed, and mastered over time. When you are in such situation, start by pausing before reacting. That single moment of reflection can shift the entire outcome of a situation. In that pause, you reclaim your power. You decide whether the situation is worth your energy or if it's better left untouched. Secondly, understand that most attempts to provoke you come from a place of insecurity or a need for control. When someone tries to manipulate you, it's often because they're struggling to manage their own life. You recognizing this doesn't excuse their behavior, but it helps you detach from their negativity. Thirdly, focus on what truly matters. Not every battle is worth fighting, and not every comment deserves a response.